Hey everyone, welcome to Nerdarchy, for nerds by nerds. I'm Nerdarchist Ted, and today I'm joined by
Nerdarchist Dave.
Now we're going to give you the 5 benefits of playing Dungeons and Dragons and other RPGs.
Jump down in the description below where you can find Nerdarchy, the newsletter, game weekly tips, as well as learn how to game with Nerdarchy.
All right, so we've been in the RPG hobby for decades. What kind of benefits does this, sometimes silly, ridiculous, rolling, funny-shaped dice, how is that benefiting us?
Honestly, Ted, at this point, I don't even know. I think I've been gaming for the majority of my life now. But no, there's a lot of great reasons to play Dungeons and Dragons and other role-playing games. We can think of 5 benefits for people and why you should be rolling these funny-shaped dice. For one, it's great for character building, pun intended, or building character.
So you get to, when you play these type of games, a lot of times you can get put in, seriously moral situations. You can try to figure out, what's the proper course of action? It's going to build empathy. It can go in so many different directions.
Well, when it comes to character building, really, you're talking about it's going to build critical thinking skills. It's going to enhance reading and math skills. These are all part of the game.
Some of these games, there's a lot of math involved. And for the expediency, you have to memorize these numbers and be able to spout them out pretty quickly. So memorizing information can go into this as well.
And also, oddly enough, too, it's a way of introducing structure and organization into your life, especially when a lot of us start gaming at a younger age when we don't have as much of this, or if we do, it's being imposed by other people. Well, this is, as a group, you have to collectively organize yourself and structure an arrangement that works for your gaming group so you guys can all meet and get together and do the thing.
And to an extent, that kind of goes into the socialization, which is, the next benefit. While it is technically possible to sit and play RPGs by yourself, most of that would fall into like the video game angle. So in order to play this game, you need to have other people. You need to socialize.
And like you said, it's a way of making friends, new friends, and strengthening the friendships you already have, and possibly even building friendships with people that are outside of your peer group that you wouldn't normally have associated with, but because you have this common interest, they bring them into your group.
Playing D&D, doing RPGs. We've met so many people over the years that, I'm almost ashamed. I don't remember all of the people that I've gamed with.
And from all walks of life, literally from people that are practically homeless to, doctors and lawyers. So it's really cool that way, where you're just getting to share this hobby and this love of the game with people, like I said, you might not normally associate with.
Yeah, this space is welcome to all. And I just think it's fantastic to be able to, build this community, these new experiences, these new relationships, these memories that will last.
I feel like there's also a lot of mental stimulation and mental health benefits to being a gamer and playing these games.
Well, I mean, to some extent, it's a major stress relief for the time frames that you're typically playing these games. You're taking on a new persona. You're getting to go be somebody else. And when you do so, you kind of get to leave a little bit of your stress and your worries and all the things that might be bothering you, back there. Just leave it over there. Meanwhile, I'm going to step into this new persona, and I'm not going to be bothered by whether I can pay my bills this month. I'm going to be this half-orc barbarian that will crush my enemies.
You ain't got time to worry about rent when there's a dragon breathing down your neck. That is for sure. I mean, it's like you said, it's a great stress reliever. We've had friends that would call us up and be like, I've had a terrible week and I just need to kill shit. Are we gaming? Let me know. Are we going to throw some dice?
I want to roll dice and kill shit. Can you help me out?
We got you covered.
And it's great. From another aspect, it's an outlet for creativity. When I can just dump my brain onto the table and oh, I could create towns, cities, landscapes, monsters, all this stuff that I see in my head, and I get to share it along with the players at my table. It's awesome. I can just walk away from my normal troubles, all the things that might be bothering me this day, this week, and get into it. It really helps me out personally.
Yeah, you might not be able to write technically. You may not be able to draw or paint or any other kind of art or be a musician. But almost everybody can like put together and tell a story and make things up, right? So it's a great outlet for that. A great outlet for creativity. And like Ted said, taking your thoughts and ideas and sharing them with your friends. What I couldn't think of a better way to spend my time.
And when you're doing all of this, you're building, as I mentioned earlier, you're building empathy. You're getting to spend time with your friends, hearing about their issues, their woes, and then as you all build this story together, you care about them. You want to help them out, and it makes this nice cohesive bond.
Well, not only that, by role playing and trying to step into the skin of other people, that's where you're also going to build empathy as well, or having to deal with villains, and maybe everything's not black and white, and you have to kind of like assess the situation and realize, even though this is the bad guy and he's doing bad things, because maybe he's got a tragic story that allows you to empathize with him. So that's like one of the great things about the hobby as well, is building that empathy.
Now, you had said that, basically everyone knows how to tell a story. Well, that boils down into our next point. This is for everyone. You can have this nice safe space where it's open to your imagination and everybody can get involved.
Right. Unlike certain activities like sports and things like that, they may not be accessible to some people for various reasons. And also the point of entry, the cost of playing these games can be extremely low as free. So that's why I say this is pretty much open to anyone. As long as you can communicate with others and, basically tell stories and have an imagination, you can play this game.
Yeah, having that imagination and the ability to, I'm going to loosely create a character. I'm going to borrow the rule book from my friend. I'm going to borrow some dice from the table, and I'm going to jump in there and I'm going to play. That's all you need. And I've had people I've gamed with who can't afford the dice, can't afford the rule books, but they show up and they play because they enjoy it. And that's all they have to do. Just get to the table.
And in this day and age, a lot of the rule sets you can download for free, or portions of them for free anyway. So that's also another asset.
Free dice rolling apps. If you've got any manner of technology, you use an SRD to use the rules. All right, I'm golden. Let's go.
So the last one, endless options. What does that even mean?
Well, we are talking about our imagination. You can play D&D over and over and over again. Using only your imagination, you can create an endless number of heroes. You can create an endless number of stories based off of just what's in the stories, in the mind of whoever the storyteller is, the mind of the DM. You just, I'm going to come up with a story. Whether you're doing a dungeon crawl, whether you're doing a solely role-playing game, you can go in any direction that you want with this game. And like I said, it's endless.
Almost like a never-ending story.
Almost like a never-ending story.
There is actually one final thing I want to mention too, is a friend of ours was actually prescribed Dungeons and Dragons by their doctor. Their doctor pulled out their script pad and wrote a prescription, play more Dungeons and Dragons, to help them with social anxieties. So, it's even getting recognized in the medical field as something that's valuable to us. And we couldn't agree more. I can't imagine living my life without RPGs and Dungeons and Dragons. The question is, how do you feel about it? How does your life benefit by playing D&D? We got a place where we can talk about that. Down in the comments below. While you're down there, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
If you really like this content, you want to see more, you can head over to Patreon and support us there.
So until next time,
stay nerdy.